Hello, my traders. Welcome to my channel where we share with you information you need to obtain your financial freedom so you can gain your time freedom. Please take this time to like the video and subscribe. And while you're at it, also go follow me on Instagram at Mrs. Young1. Hello, my traders, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be coming to you with a video titled, What are currency pairs? But before we get started, make sure that you leave all your questions in the comment box below as you're watching this video. I'll be responding to all your questions, comments, and concerns below to make sure that others can see the answers to the same questions that they may have as well. Thanks. Also, please take this time to like, comment, and subscribe and share this video. So let's jump right into it. What are currency pairs? There are three main types of currency pairs. You have your majors, your minors, which are also called crosses, and you have your exotic pairs. A major is anything that contains the currency pair USD, which is the United States dollar. Your minors and your crosses would be anything that does not have USD in it. And your exotics, those are like other smaller countries that don't move the market as much. Now, as you further your learning, you will also learn about indices as well, but that's a little later down the line. So, there are 7 major currency pairs, which includes USD, JPY, the United States dollar, paired with the Japanese yen, which is also referred to as UJ. You have GBP USD, which is the Great British Pound, paired with the United States dollar, referred to as GU. USD CHF, the United States dollar, paired with the Swiss franc, which is referred to as the dollar Swiss. USD CAD, the US dollar, paired with the Canadian dollar, referred to as UCAD. AUD USD, the Australian dollar, paired with the US dollar, referred to as AU, and NZD USD, the New England dollar, paired with the US dollar, also called the Kiwi dollar. Now, as I've stated, any pair that does not have the United States dollar in it is considered to be a cross or a minor pair. It will contain EUR, or JPY, or GBP. There are 14 crosses. As you will see in the diagram I have above, those are the 14 crosses, and you can pause right here and take a picture of it so that you can have it for your records. Oh yeah, and while you're pausing to snap that picture, make sure you like the channel and subscribe. Like this video. Thanks. Now, as I was saying, so there are 8 exotic pairs, which you can see here. But however, when trading, most people focus more on the majors and the minor pairs because they are more liquid than the exotic pairs. Now, what I mean by liquid is, they are widely traded across the world, which gives you more opportunity for movement within the market. So what that means to you in simple terms, no movement and no money to be made, okay? Now, so when reading a currency pair, in the front is the base. So the very first one you see, like in the example listed above, EUR USD, that would be considered the base. And then the pair that you have in the back, the USD, would be considered the quote. So for the currency pair, EU, the E is the base and the U is the quote. The base leads the currency pair, meaning if, for example, Euro USD, if Euro's currency is weaker than the USD currency at that moment, then Euro USD should be in a sell or going down. The reason for this is that the euro is weak because it is in the front, it controls what is going to happen. If the base currency is weak, that means it's going to go down because the quote currency is stronger. So the one in the front leads the currency pair. So if the one in the front is weaker and the one in the back is stronger, it's going to go down. Okay? So if it's vice versa and the one in the front is stronger and the one in the back is weaker, it's going to go up. Well, that's typically what's going to happen. But in the market, there are no guarantees. So what is that you say? How in the world are you supposed to know which one is weaker and which one is stronger? I'm glad you asked. Look right here. So this is what you would call a currency strength meter. As you see in the diagram, USD has more colorful bars on top of it than the euro. So this diagram would be telling you that the USD is currently stronger than the euro. So what is that telling you? Is the euro USD going to go up or down? Well, based off of this picture, at that current moment in the market, USD was stronger than euro, and euro is the front, euro USD, which means that it should be going down. And this is what that would look like. Also, for sake of example, in the picture you see a buy on the left and a sell on the right. So if the market was going down into a sell, your candles would be going downward, like in the picture on the right side. If the market was going up, it would look more like the left side. The bars that you see there, it kind of looks like a bar graph a little bit. Those are called candlesticks, which is a totally separate video, but just know that those are called candlesticks, and if the candlesticks are going up, the market is moving into an uptrend, which is called a buy. If it's going down, the market is moving into a downtrend, which is called a sell. Well, we'll get to that, but just wanted you to know so that you can see on this picture that the market was going downward into the sell. Now, when you have a difference in the strength between the two currency pairs to the extent that one has way more bars than the other one, that creates a trending market, okay? So in this case, because the euro was way weaker than the USD, that would have created a downward trending market, okay? If it was vice versa and euro was way stronger than the USD at that moment, then you should have typically been in a upward trending market. However, you also have something what we refer to as a market that is ranging. It's also referred to as consolidation or just a sideways market. And the way that's created is typically when you have two currencies paired together and they're pretty much the same strength. It's not enough strength more on one side than the other to make it create a trending market. So they kind of sit still like on a seesaw. When you put two things on both sides of a seesaw that's of equal weight, how it's just horizontal straight across. That's an example of what you would typically see in a ranging market. Think of it as a seesaw that's leveled out and everything is just moving horizontally across. Okay, so back to my example of Euro USD. So on the currency strength meter, as you see, the USD is stronger than the euro, which means that the right side of the currency pair, which is the quote, is heavier or stronger than the euro. And the euro is lighter or weaker, so it's going to drop. Now, I know I'm using a seesaw as an example to illustrate in a ranging market how if the seesaw is equal weight, how it's going to be leveled. However, I know that in the real world that on a seesaw, the lighter side would typically go up and the heavier side comes down. But what I want you to take away from this is that the pair that is in the front, which is the base, runs the show. So looking at this seesaw, the side with one rock, the left side, that would be your euro. Euro is lighter or weaker than the right side, which is your quote, and the USD, which is heavier. So in your brain, what I need you to see from this picture is the one that's in the front, your base, which is on the left side of this seesaw, okay? The one in the front runs the show. So if it's lighter or weaker, that's the direction it's going. So if euro is in the front and it is lighter, we are going down. Let me know in the comment section if that makes sense to you. If not, I will give you a different example. So here's another quick example. Okay, the one in the front leads the show, right? So let's pretend he's the general at war. You cannot lead a war if you're weak, okay? So if you're weak, you're gonna go down. You're going down for the count, okay? Because you're weak. You can't lead anybody weak. But when you're strong, you're gonna go up. You're rising. I hope that makes sense. The one in the front leads the show. If you're weak, you can't go up. You're gonna go down for the count. Keep that in mind. Let me know if that one helped. Put that in the comments below. Well, that's the gist of currency pairs. So if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, make sure you drop that below in the comment box. Please like and share and subscribe. And if you have not seen the last video on what is Forex, don't forget to go back and check that out. And I'll see you in the next one.